I am Lori Gasca, and I'm a Young Living Diamond, and we're going to talk real quickly about just some general ways to boost your child's immune system, of course yours as well, as we prepare for our back to school readiness education series. And there is so much information about this on the web, but one of my favorite articles I found is called Strengthening Your Child's Immune System by Jane Shepard. You can look that up to get more in-depth information about what I'm going to cover. But let's just face it, the key to a healthy child is a strong immune system. When an immune system is functioning properly, it will fight against organisms such as bacteria, viruses, fungi, parasites. So we want a strong immune system so that it can do what it's supposed to do naturally. Conversely, if a child has a weakened immune system, they are more susceptible to those things. They're more susceptible to colds and viruses and flus and even greater diseases. So we really want to work on how we can get a child's immune system boosted properly, especially since, unfortunately, we're going back to school soon. So first of all, let's talk about what they're eating. Be sure that your child is eating plenty of whole foods, fruits and vegetables, single ingredient foods. We want to make sure that we are shopping the perimeter of the grocery store and avoiding the aisles as much as possible where all the processed foods are. Viruses and bacteria love to live in acidic bodies, so we want to make sure that we are feeding our children alkaline foods as much as possible. If you don't know what that is, just Google that, because there's a ton of food charts that show you what alkaline foods are. But basically, you're going to be eating whole foods in the state that they were created by nature as much as possible. A lot of times you'll hear someone say, my kids won't eat that. Well, then let me ask you to stop making excuses for them, because your child has truly not gotten hungry enough if they won't eat it. It's sometimes going to be a little bit of changing their palate and removing the options that are not good from them from your home. So whatever you have in your home for your child to eat and whatever they can put their hands on is most likely what they're going to eat. So make sure that you're doing your part by making sure your fridge and pantry are not full of processed foods. So we're going to limit refined sugars. Sugars can greatly suppress your immune system. Just listen to this. 1 teaspoon of sugar suppresses your child's immune system, or immune function, by 50% for 24 to 48 hours. So lots of times we blame the change of weather, like coming in October and November, the cooler weather, the change in the season for our child's illness and for their colds. When in reality, if you think about what we're eating at the end of October, what we eat during the holidays in November, December, we are eating a ton of sugar. And we are greatly affecting and impacting our child's immune system by allowing that. So avoid food additives, MSG, ingredients that you just can't pronounce or you have no idea what they are. And of course you want to avoid dyes. Nothing that is bright colors, that's not a natural color, do you want to put in your children. There are some supplements that you might want to consider, like probiotics. Fermented foods like yogurt, but please check the sugar and the ingredients on your yogurt. You want a good, clean, natural yogurt. Sauerkraut, pickled vegetables. If your child has a history of antibiotic use or ear infections or skin issues, then you definitely want to consider using a probiotic so that you can help balance the flora in their gut and get them to a healthier state, because the majority of our health begins in the gut, and when we have an unhealthy gut, we typically have an unhealthy body. So you might want to look into Young Living's Life 9 probiotic. It's fantastic. Vitamin D. Get them outside. Let them play in the sunshine. 15 minutes of sunshine a day will give them a great dose of natural vitamin D. And the cool thing is that our new Young Living sunscreen is created and formulated to protect them from harmful rays of the sun, the UVA and UVB rays, but still allow them to absorb the really important natural vitamin D from the sun. A good multivitamin. Most multivitamins in the stores are loaded with sugars. They're loaded with dyes. They're loaded with additives. You want a very good, clean multivitamin. We have Mighty Vites for children from Young Living, and we have Master Formula for adults. And of course, everyone needs a good shot of antioxidants by taking Ningxia Red. It's a very easy way to build your child's immune system. Here's something that may be a little bit touchy for some people, but don't over-medicate. I'm not saying don't use medicines if you truly need a medicine, but try to think of that not being your first alternative. Like just run into the doctor to get an antibiotic every time your child shows the first sign of an illness. Instead, let's focus on trying to help boost their immune system naturally through food and diet and healthy supplements so that we can actually let their immune system do what it needs to do. We have always let our children's low-grade fevers just run their course. A fever is the body's way of fighting infection naturally, so bacteria and viruses are very picky about the types of temperature they live in. So letting that fever run its course while it's still in a low-grade range is often helpful instead of just instantly trying to break it. Make their beverage of choice water. Don't give them any other options. No sugar drinks, no sodas, very little to no cow's milk because it actually creates mucus. The water will help ensure proper elimination of junk they don't need in their bodies as well. So let's move on to what's in your environment. We really need to eliminate the toxins. We really need to get rid of all the toxins in our home that go in us, on us, and that we use around us in the air. So the Thieves line is a fantastic way for you to be able to do that. We have it here readily available. It will replace all of your chemicals in your home, and you get to buy it from yourself, which is really super cool. So also consider chiropractic care for creating strong immunity. Our family tends to go to chiropractors before we would go to a traditional doctor for any of our kind of illnesses because chiropractors are trained in natural alternatives. They don't overprescribe medicines, and they work to get to the root cause of the issue instead of just treating the symptoms. So if you've never done that, I highly encourage that. And then finally, mental and emotional well-being for supporting a healthy immune system. The best nutrition for the immune system is love and attention. Children need to be held, hugged, rocked, nursed, kissed, touched. When they feel loved and sense that the people around them love each other, then they're secure. And studies show that children who laugh and enjoy life more have a healthier immune system. So thank goodness we have a very strong arsenal for healthy immune systems through and for emotional health and wellness through our Young Living products. But I look forward to sharing more with you this week on healthy immune systems. Thanks for joining me.